Hello everyone, and welcome back to the AAA through Z series with our last video on Akeron, where our augment is Death from Above. Akeron can fire an additional web projectile from the wall once, allowing him to leap from wall to wall or to root from the wall. Now, I do hit quite a few roots this game up from above the wall, and it is pretty satisfying. This is probably his second most popular augment, the first being Insatiable Hunger. And I can absolutely see why it's one of the more popular ones. It is an absolute blast to hit the root followed by the stun. You get that extra damage, you get that extra CC. It feels great. I had a great game. You see the enemy team surrender after only about 20-ish minutes, and we have a good game the whole game. Starts off a little choppy with a Rena DC, but we're able to pick up some early kills and are able to just hold that lead pretty much the whole game. And I hope you guys enjoy. I'm having a lot of fun recording this series, creating these videos. Next video will be Argus, and I hope you guys enjoy. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our AAA through Z, starting with Akeron. The last game on Akeron here. We work on his third augment, Roar of Torment, where his web can be used to go from wall to wall or to shoot webs up or down from the wall and then land on people's heads directly after for a little bit of extra damage. Now we are going to hopefully get some serious nice ganks with it, as you can do some really fun things being able to jump up on walls and such. Clearing the jungle real quick, getting our red side. Now, one thing I will say is this is a weird match that we are in today, as we have a mirror match of Zinx ADCs, we have an Eden jungle, and we just had our Rena go down to Argus in the mid lane at the 2-minute mark. Alright, let's see if we can gank him a little bit here. We root him, we jump on his head. We're gonna hit him. We're gonna hit him a whole lot. We were able to kill the Eden as she lost that. We were level 3. Sorry, I went a little silent as I was focused on the fact that I was in a 2v1 there, and the Argus just abandoned the Eden. I might have lost that had he actually turned around, but I did scare him off pretty good. Now, I thought our Rena was going to come back, but she DC'd instantly, and I'm really sad about that. Did she DC at the before she died? When she died? Or was that a rage quit at the instant death? I hope it wasn't a rage quit. That would be very sad. We are just going to keep clearing. I want to see if we can knock over everything now that we've got this nasty little lead on the enemy Eden. Clear out this. If you haven't watched the other two videos, or this is your first time seeing Akeron, or you just don't remember what he does, his Q is a straight line skill shot that fires little fireballs all under it and around it, slowing and dealing magic damage. His E does all that, where you can stun and root people. And his right click is a cone of damage that heals him for enemies hit, strips their armor, and if his passive is active, which his passive is when he gains, when he deals damage or takes damage, he gains stacks. Once he's at 100 stacks, he becomes awakened. When he's awakened, his fireballs deal more damage, or rather they shoot more fireballs. Oh, the run is back, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Hopefully she's able to catch up a little bit. When he's awakened, his abilities are augmented. The Q fires more fireballs, the E stuns longer, and his right click will give him the armor that he strips. Now, the the ult is also augmented if he's awakened, and it increases the pull of his ult, the pull of the consume, making it easier to displace people and put them in your belly. And I think it, yes, the execute is increased while he is awakened as well. I'm not sure by how much, but it is a decent bit. We're going to come over here and help the Shinbi deal with this Grux as she dukes it out with him. We're going to do the double. I didn't quite hit the root, but I landed the slow and the stun. We get his blink. That is the... Oh, that is the Eden. We're just going to blink out. Oh, she's so annoying. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. It does look like Shinbi's able to get away, however. The Eden was able to just keep up with us a little too easily. I hadn't backed yet, so I was a little behind. I was a little hurt. That's alright. Looks like Rena's still holding her own over in mid now that she's back. Left lane is... they've got the assist for me coming over. So they're doing okay. Now, it does suck that we died, but we do still have 2 kills. And we are going to go back to clearing here. Try and get our big smite online as fast as possible. Looks like left lane did already ward Fangtooth. I'm going to head over to left lane now. Oh, Shinbi goes down again, making her 0-2, unfortunately. The Grux is apparently dominating over there, which is unfortunate. I meant to throw that at the wall, not just out into the abyss. That is my mistake. Happens to the best of us, right? Now I'm going to head over to this this dual lane officially, see if I can help out a little bit. They have this warded. I got stunned off. Couldn't really help. The Argus is here. He's going to throw his stun at me, most likely. Nope, he's just going to hold it. We're going to reward Fangtooth. I'm going to go ahead and try and get on Seedling here. Looks like they're duking it out over in the right lane, or left lane again, excuse me. Looks like right lane's duking it out too. Shinbi fighting off the Grux as best as she can. Let's go ahead and take that. There's 4 people in the left lane right now. The Zinx's ult goes down. We root the Eden. We get her blink. Oh, we're getting shot pretty good. The awakened damage mitigation helping us out a little bit there, I think. Argus did not get a kill with his ult. Looks like he landed 1 or 2 shots with it though, but didn't get a kill. Let's just go on our blue buff and then back so that we can finish Earthshaker. And once we have Earthshaker, we'll do pretty good amount of damage in these fights as Earthshaker increases our ability damage. Stacking up to 15 times, stacks twice as fast on melees, which we are one of those. Gives us that attack speed, the health bonus. Should help us quite a bit here in these fights. Now, we do... That fight was weird because we should have been able to kill Steel, but the Zinx ult saved him, and unfortunately nobody really died. So, it was kind of awkward there. We're going to take red buff real quick. We don't have smite. Red buff is down. I'm going to go see if I can take this Seedling again. Do the damage, jump on its head. Knock it over as fast as we can. Argus is taken. Alright. I do have pressure here. I'm going to go ahead and take his bug. That'll piss him off. There's his stun. I'm just going to give him the suck. And there we go. We were awakened, so we were able to get him low enough to execute him after getting the bite over and over again. Which is something about Akeron's ult. Is that when you get them in the melee, even if you don't execute, every time you get them into the melee of, like, you know, kind of bumping bellies with each other, they will, you get to do a bite for extra damage on top of the regular pull damage. Now, it does look like Eden is rotating on mid right now. Our Rena is fighting her off. She got her down to half HP. I'm going to try and fight her now. Oh, she doesn't even have time to ult. She just goes down. Perfect. We're going to go help our dual lane attack Fangtooth. I'll ping it as well, just to let them know I'm on my way. Okay, FaZe, thank you for pulling me. I don't think it was quite necessary, but I appreciate it. We do have Big Smite now, so this should be a pretty easy secure. Looks like the FaZe ulted me to just increase my attack speed. And we're just going to smack this, knock it over. Our Zinx goes down over in the dual lane. Our FaZe is pulling me forward, trying to increase pressure here. I don't think I can get the steal here. No, he's too far. Just a little too far. I can't quite dive that, because if he stun locks me, I could very easily die to tower. Especially if somebody else shows up. So I am just going to back off. We are going to start building Tainted Blade. As that is like a must build on Akeron, denying all that healing for enemies so that he can just win the duels that he has. The teams are 5-5 now. I have 4 of the kills, so we're gonna go ahead and buy up our items here and head over. Let's kind of take a look at right side here, because Mini Orb is up and the Grux has been pushing up a lot. Eden's going in on the Shinbi. Grux blinks after the Shinbi. Shinbi goes down. Not much I can do to help here now. I'll just kind of threaten off the Eden, because even though I'm 4-1, I still shouldn't 2v1, you know? Still kind of a dumb idea when they're both full health like that, but I can at least scare her off. She stole my buff. I'm going to fight her off. We're gonna chomp her, get the ult in. Grux is gonna stun my ult out. I'm gonna see if we can just fight him off. The Shinbi's coming in to help. I'm gonna throw another Q out. We hit him just a little bit. Shinbi ulted, not doing hardly any damage, it feels like. Let's see if we can help follow this up. E just slow him. Bite. We get the kill. It's going to give us level 9, and we're going to back off. Rena is mid right now. She looks like she can't find her Argus. Zinx and Steel are fighting off Zinx and FaZe. Seems like they're really upping the pressure on them. I'm going to try and head over there now. We are already done with our second item this game. See if we can head over here and get another kill. How about our dual lane? Let's find out. Their Zinx is completely out of mana. We're just going to go ahead and try and get in on this. We kind of held the root stun so that we could try and position ourselves a little better here. The Eden's doing a lot of damage. She ults. She doesn't take anybody down with it, however. We're going to head back to farming just so we can heal up a little bit. I don't think we need to completely reset because we are a jungler and we can just head over here and heal up off of camps quite a bit. I am curious to see if we could get another seedling, but the Eden might intercept us. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to give it a little chomp. For some reason it didn't let me go up on the wall. That was weird. That was actually super weird. I tried to throw myself up on the wall and it said, you know what? That wall is floor. But, you know, whatever the game says goes, I guess. Alright, the Zinx appears to be by herself right here. I might be able to scare her off. Scare her onto the teleporter. I always forget where the careful is. There it is, careful right. I will say, I struggle with pings. Pings and wards, my two weaknesses. Especially in this game. Pings are a struggle for me. Words I try to remember, but I am not entirely consistent with it. We are gonna just continue farming up, keep trying to hold this lead over the enemy team. I think we win this 1v1, I'm almost certain. Even though he's 3 levels up on us, we are incredibly fed, and we just ult and we chomp him. There we go. We are getting permanent, every time we get an execute, we are getting permanent power buffs, both magical and physical, because Akeron, weirdly enough, does have some magical scaling on just about all of his abilities. It's not a lot, but it is there. So I'm sure there's some very interesting builds you could go on him that... Wow. Okay. Anyways, I was a little out of position there. I was under half health and the Eden just beamed me down. But that is okay. We are going to keep an eye on Fangtooth here, as they might try and go for it. But yeah, Akeron has some interesting build ideas you could probably go to make work because of that magical scaling. Looks like FaZe is going to get pressured out here as the mid tower goes down and she goes down with it. I am alive again. It looks like they are heading towards Fangtooth. Let's see if we can intercept. We do have... Yep, they're on Fangtooth. So we're going to see if we can intercept it. We have ult in 14 seconds. We are just going to kind of hold ourselves up here. They obviously see us, but we can delay. Let's reposition. Alright, I have ult. We're going to eat the steal. We're going to smite. We steal it. Oh, I couldn't quite get away as I try to web wall out of there. It was a worthy attempt, though, as we were able to steal the Fangtooth. We were able to clean up 3 kills there. Their Zinx is forced to back off. Our Rena survived. Our Zinx survived. I will take that all day long. We are going to try and get Draconum next, as Akeron's winning builds right now are basically just, especially in the jungle, always include Tainted Blade, always include Draconum. And it seems like, at least in the jungle, Earthshaker is also the way to go. So that's why I built it first. All that damage and a little bit of extra tankiness from them, I think, is what really brings him over the edge. Now we are just going to go back to clearing, get our gold back up. I'm going to very quickly clear that camp and then head over here to ward up Shaper and Mini Orb. There's Shaper. There's Mini Orb. And let's go ahead and just yoink this camp over here. See if blue buff is up. Blue buff is up. Let's take blue buff. Love me a blue buff. Who doesn't love blue buff? Let's go ahead and take that. We've got Argus right here in mid. Hit this gold flower. Steal here as well. We'll just threaten them off. They did ward. We're going to destroy that because our support had a ward here. There's another ward there. Let's see if I can go in on this. Oh, my ult gets interrupted by the steal. I should have held it. But I was trying to get the execute on the Argus. And I'm going to go down to the Eden ult and steal combos. It's probably a bad in on my part, especially because I decided to ult too soon. The steal was able to just interrupt it, and I wasn't able to get very much value out of it. The rest of our team is also going to go down in that fight, which I was not expecting to happen. We are going 8-4 right now. The enemy team, nobody as fed as I am right now, but we do have a few going positive. The Zinx and the Eden are positive now, even there. The Steel has 7 assists, so he's doing well as their support. I'm going to go ahead and finish Draconum. They take down mid tower. They haven't taken any objectives yet, so let me see if I can still get over there to Shaper. Also, I just realized this is Cataclysm. I thought with the update we were going to get a permanent Frostfall, but I could be wrong. Maybe they released the winter event and are doing the permanent Frostfall later down the road. I scare off the Grux. Can't quite... I wasn't expecting him to turn that way. I mean, I should have expected him to, but I didn't. I was a little bit out of range there. Orb Prime spawns right now. I do think... if we had vision of them, I would like to go for Shaper, but... we see the Zinks over yonder. We were able to get outer tower and mid. We see two of them here. I'm going to go ahead and try and back off a little bit. I am awakened, but the Eden has been chewing me up lately. So we are going to kind of try and play safe here. I'm going to destroy the enemy support ward. That is revealed by our support's ward. We're going to back up again. Let's go ahead and take red buff while we have a moment. This little awkward dance they're doing in mid. Looks like they might be going back in. Nope, still dancing. Still dancing. See. Alright. The steal is back and off. I'm going to go ahead and reward Orb Prime. Just in case they decide to do something cheeky. Let's go ahead and aim towards Fangtooth as a team, as it is about to come up, and that is going to be a much more contested objective, because right now taking Prime is kind of difficult, but the taking of Fangtooth not so much, especially since it just came up right now. Let's go ahead and help our Zinks with Phase here, as I do see our Phase is trying to go in on her. If she can get the root, she doesn't quite get the root. We're going to threaten her off. She's going to run towards the teleport. There we go, we knock her down. I was just trying to... the ult I wasn't expecting to work. I was just trying to keep her off of the teleport so she couldn't get away. And then I was able to simply keep her down after her own res. So that worked out great. I'm going to go ahead and get on Fangtooth here with the Phase. Looks like Phase is just going to pop her abilities and help us out here. Zinks is kind of floating around the edge. We just saw Steel and mid duking it out with Rena. They might be on Shaper right now, which is okay. Yeah, we got third Fangtooth. They got Shaper, so they get some buggies, but we get a permanent 8% power buff. So I will take that. Now next Fangtooth is going to be the one that really matters, as it's going to give primal buffs, and primal is kind of, depending on the match, can be absolutely game winning. Alright, Eden, you want to calm down? You're like not even really fighting me, and you popped your 2 ability. I just want to clear your bug. Goodbye. Oh man. Oh, the steel being here is dangerous. We're just going to back all the way off, helping ourselves get out with that double jump through the walls. Looks like Shimby's going over in on the Grux. Rena and Phase are hovering the orb. The Orb Prime. That's the name of it. I said it earlier. I wanted to call it the Mega Mind for a second. I was like, that's not right. They did, looks like Zinks was able to get the outer tower over in left lane, unfortunately. The enemy Zinks, that is, obviously. We're going to go ahead and try and knock these over. We're hovering mid. I do want to keep getting things done rather than just hovering mid over and over. Let's go ahead and clear more camps. Grab up this. Looks like Shimby's fighting Grux over here. Let's go ahead and help that. He's backing off. I don't think he knows I'm here, though. He's going to know now, obviously. Looks like he's trying to jump away. I might be able to double leap. No. Couldn't quite get to him. I was a little slow, and it was kind of a bad angle that I tried to gank at, but that's alright. I try to use the mobility of the double jump, but I'm not the best at using it for that. What I'm better at is going up, throwing the root, and coming back down, which is the way I think you really should be using this ability most of the time with this augment. Because by throwing the root down, you're not only getting longer CC, but you do a little bit more damage, which is quite nice. I will say so myself. Team, now that we got the Eden and the Steel down, is making the call for Orb Prime, and I definitely think that's the correct choice. As we get Orb Prime here, we can finally shove over some of these inner towers, I think. Whole team is here, just about. That was a really late smite on my part. I got distracted looking at the mini-map. Gonna go ahead and chomp him. We're gonna go ahead and suck the Grux. Where'd he go? He blinked behind me. Thank you, Face, for pulling me to him. Alright. Face pulls me to him. I'm able to throw my Q and chomp him down. Pop my 2. All the fun things. Let's go ahead and clear this wave with the buffed minions. And just stroll right up mid lane, see if we can do something here. Oh, and there is the surrender from the enemy team after we get the Orb Prime. GG's indeed. If you enjoyed, please go ahead and give me a like, follow, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/ThatDadFriend. I try to be live pretty often. I try to do every day. Probably not going to be close to every day in the long run. Hopefully I can get a schedule going here soon after I move in January. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.